following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Dave in Claremont. Hey, Dave, Happy New Year. What's happening, man?
Happy New Year to you, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
I am doing well, man. I'm doing well. Can I throw a quote out at you?
Sure.
In the market, somebody knows something. Someone always knows something. That statement was made by a great trader by the name of Tom O'Brien about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
And it kind of hit me like a brick. You're right. Somebody always knows something.
Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
I'm calling you back, Tom. This morning I had the pleasure to talk to you and your son, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk to you again.
Well, I think you made some money on this bond.
Oh, yes, Tom. Your newsletter helped me.
That's a beautiful thing. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. To begin a great relationship, know what you want. Know what the needs of your body are, what the needs of your mind are. And what fits well with you. There are millions of men and women. Some of them will make a good match for you. Others won't. The two of you only need to be like a what? A key and a lock. A match that works. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 324. NASDAQ up 77. S&P's up 26. Gold contract down $20.10, trading at $13.39 an ounce. They whack gold, silver, whack silver, down 28 cents, $16.48 an ounce. Light sweet crude, up 32 cents, $67.07 a barrel. Notes and bonds, 10-year note, down 12 ticks, 120.14. 30-year bond, down 26, 145.10. King dollar. King dollar up to 212 ticks, trading 89.465. The euro is 123.28 to 1 U.S. dollar. The yen is trading out here at 107 to 1 U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, so it's going to be a pretty cool close out here, folks, and this is what you have. We go take a look at the futures first. What you're going to see is that we had 3 separate downdrafts out here today. And each one of them, well, we had the first one out here at 10:40 in the morning. That got us to 26.61. And bottom line is that the 26.61 is the big number. The reason being is that that was the high that was out here that the market has been trying to get over, and the S&P's got over it. Next downdraft, we had the 26.60, and then we had another downdraft into the 26.55. Now, the thing that's intriguing here is that this 26.55, 56 area does have volume down there. So we'll see how this market closes out as we come into the close today. Gold contract. What do we have with the gold contract? So gold yesterday goes topside, has price spread, has volume, all of the above, big monster day, gives up on price, not halfway, but gives up quite a bit of price. We hit 13.56. We closed out at 13.40. So bottom line, you gave up $16 from the high. I'm sorry, no. We went up to 13.69 and we closed out at 13.60. So it gave up $6 coming into the close. You had 492,000 contracts there. That is big, big volume. We pulled down today. You have volume on the way down. 362,000 is nothing to shake your head at. That's good volume, big volume. That being said, you're coming into 374,000. That is a lifesaver. Bottom line, we get over to the GDX. You take a look at the GDX, the actual gold equities, they want higher price big time. And this is what you got. This is really amazing, actually. Yesterday, you go topside with 73 million in the GDX. You're pulling back with 18 million. Well, you're coming into 37 million, and they will put some juice into the GDX as we come into the close. But when you get a slower day in that metals market, which we have today, you won't see them put 20 or 30 million into the GDX on the close. Notes and bonds. Let's go to the 30-year bond first. Okay, so 30-year bond right now trading down 25 ticks. Remember, 30 ticks is 1 full point. We are at 145.10. Now, we're coming into 326,000 contracts. The low of that is 144.26. We've hit 145.03. Bottom line, folks, this is still a pullback in the bond market, has light volume. The real question is, do they actually want higher price? You know, and this is kind of a toss-up today. So where am I going to go? I'm going to go to the XLF. Why, folks? Because tomorrow morning, JP Morgan kicks off their earnings. XLF. What do we have with the XLF? Okay, so yesterday, XLF backs down, has light volume on the back down. Yesterday, XLF did 52 million. You're coming into almost 88 million. You're going higher today with 41 million. That being said, you're coming into 78 million. So let's go to JP Morgan, see if we can look at and find out anything inside JP Morgan. JP Morgan, that's going topside today with 11 million shares, and you're going into 22. It's going to close over 112.98, which says that, yes, it can go up to try to get into this area of 114.21. We'll see how it shakes out. King Dollar. What do we have with King Dollar? Now, this is going to be wild. King Dollar had every right today to basically stay into higher price. King Dollar, volume was good on King Dollar today. We have 23,000 contracts. King Dollar had done over 10,000 contracts at approximately 9:30 this morning, which is good contract volume. That being said, bottom line is that you are already given up on price like 275 ticks. We're as high as 89.675. Right now you're at 89.450. And let's take a look at this intraday and see where we're set up. Yeah, and intraday that's set up. Yeah, that's set up. That first spike down. Intraday, let me see where that, she's got volume there. So that low of today, which is 89.410, can certainly get tested once again. And that won't be a fabulous day for good old King Dollar. Let's go take a look at Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo is also going to be coming out with numbers in the morning. Wells Fargo is tough shape. Wells Fargo's gone from 66 to you're at 52. Yeah, you can get a counter trend bounce here, but other than that, it doesn't look like Wells Fargo wants to do much. Some of the higher volume stocks out here. Let's go take a look at them. So we have GE up 13 cents. GE is going to be, they're trying to sell their locomotive unit. They're going to be selling everything off, folks, and there's going to be nothing left, and they're still going to have a huge amount of debt, and then they're going to have to BK that baby. So it's going to be intriguing watching how GE shakes this out. You got Micron Tech up $2.15. Intel's up $1.60. You got Cisco Systems up $1. Citigroup is up $2.15. Let's go take a look at Citigroup. So Citigroup is catching a bid here. Let's see what's happening with Citigroup. Yeah, still counter trend bounce. It's coming into 27 million to get 15. Stay right there, folks. Going to be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Come right back, folks.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. So we have the Dow Industrials right now at 341, Nasdaq up 82, S&P's up 28. Let's go to our man, Mr. Andy Heck, as we do each and every Tuesday and Thursday. And don't forget, folks, Andy's got a great show right here at TFNN. Every Tuesday and Thursday, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. Also has 2 great newsletters. He has Daily Essentials, which is his daily newsletter, and he's the Technomento Commodity Report. You can take a look at each one of those, get it 30 days, money-back guarantee. The way you do it, go to TFNN, go to Newsletters. If you'd like to get the Technomento Commodity Report, go to Investment Newsletters. If you'd like to get the Daily Essentials, go to Trading Newsletters. Andy Heck, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are you? I have to apologize that my voice is a little raspy today.
Oh, yeah? You cheering? What were you doing?
I was at the first ever Golden Knights hockey playoff game last night.
Oh, that's great.
Which was amazing. Oh, my God. You know, it's the first professional sports team here in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And, you know, for an expansion team, they made the playoffs. They won their division. And, you know, Vegas does it right. I mean, the atmosphere was incredible. The place was packed.
Yeah.
They didn't sell any tickets to any Los Angeles Kings fans.
Yeah.
So it was filled with Golden Knights. They gave a special, for the season's ticket holders, they gave a special deal. You know, if you made a pledge, the tickets were cheaper.
Okay.
And it was incredible. And the Knights won 1-0.
Wow.
Which, in a hockey game, you know, a 1-0 game is an amazing game.
That is. Well, congratulations, man. That's intense.
You know, this whole town has really adopted this team. A lot of us have given up the team we rooted for years. Me, myself, gave up the Rangers.
Yeah.
And they're very exciting. We got a goalie who won 3 Stanley Cups.
Wow.
Pittsburgh, and
that's huge. Hey, you know, that's tough to give up the Rangers too. That's pretty cool. I like it. Yeah, right.
Well, I did at the beginning of the season. I didn't.
No, it makes sense. Listen, I get it. It's a good scene. No, I listen.
Well, you have a great team
the
down
Lightning.
there in Tampa.
There's no doubt.
Yep. Who knows? They could meet the Knights in the Stanley Cup.
How about that? Yeah,
That would be
totally.
But you got two irons in the fire because the Boston Bruins are pretty good too this year.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah,
lots of fun. I mean, it was really quite an adventure. I'll be going to a couple of the other games too. It's just a lot of fun. You know.
Now, where is the arena in relationship to? I mean, Vegas is small anyway, but so is it near the Strip?
It's right off the Strip. It's right behind New York.
Okay.
Right near Aria.
Okay, cool.
And you know, it's beautiful because when you come out of the arena, you know, you're right on the Strip.
Right.
It's really a trip.
Boy, I mean, that really gets some action for the casinos too. Interesting.
Oh my God, I'll tell you, it's really good for this town. And then, you know, not this year, but next year we get the Oakland Raiders. Now, I will not give up my New York Giants for the Oakland Raiders, but you know, football. Professional sports doing really well here in Vegas, and it's you know, the population of Vegas is now about 2.7 million.
Is it?
Wow. When I first came here, it was about 800,000.
And how long ago was that?
I first started coming here in the late 80s.
Okay.
And you know, you have a lot of people here now, and the city can certainly support sports teams.
That's a lot of people, man.
Yeah, I mean, and this team is making money. You know, not only they sold out for the playoffs, but they sold out for every game this season.
Yeah, cool. Well, you know, it makes sense because Vegas is entertainment, man. I mean, you know,
it is. They do it, Tom. They do it right. I have to tell you. You know, before the show, before the game, they have a whole show. I mean, it's like everything you could imagine. It is so Vegas. It's a very cool place. It really is.
That's
Lots
awesome.
of fun.
That's
so
awesome.
when you guys come out here, hopefully during hockey season, we can catch a game.
Yeah, totally, man. Totally.
Anyway, so commodities, you know, yesterday we had a big day up in the precious metals. Today we're giving a lot of it back. But, you know, gold's basically in a 1,300 to 1,377, 75 range. We're right in the middle of the range. Gold's looking good to me still. I mean,
yeah, listen, you know, I don't like that, you know, bottom line is that, yeah, I gave it up. I mean, you know, but the volumes are right. So it's like, okay, man.
Let me point something else out to you. Open interest is the total number of open, long, and short positions in a futures contract. And when open interest rises with price, it tends to be a bullish validation, you know, in a futures market.
Okay.
When it falls with price, it tends to be a bearish validation of an emerging bear trend. Now, what we've been seeing in gold is as gold rises, open interest goes up, and as gold comes off, open interest contracts. So that's a very positive sign for the action in the gold market.
Cool. Well, it's quite a consolidation. I mean, this consolidation is pretty intense, folks. I mean, this consolidation started January of this year, and we're at April 12th, right? Yeah.
Time flies, man.
Yeah, it does.
Certainly. But hey, crude oil, we got to spend some time on that today because that thing made a new high yesterday.
Yeah, and that's
this is the geopolitical situation.
Yeah.
You know, listen, you got Syria, you got missiles flying from Yemen into Saudi Arabia, you got the Iran nuclear non-proliferation agreement. That's usually the most turbulent region in the world, the Middle East, but we're turning it up a notch now. And crude oil
you know, over the $66 is kind of a major breakout too, man. I mean,
it is. You know? I mean, listen, there's a lot of blue sky between where it fell from in June 2014 at 107 down to that 2605, and we've broken all the technical levels now. So,
and what Andy's talking about, folks, this is what makes it here. This is what makes it that we could really be surprised that, you know, when I brought this up yesterday, Andy, it's like, man, if you go into the swing point, well, the swing point's $104, man. It's like, okay, you know, and that is pretty serious, man. I mean, you know, what has happened is that what you do have that very well could, you know, basically stop it in its tracks at the lows of 2011, and which is that $75. But even so, guess what? That's $75 oil, and that's not $67 oil, right?
And $75 oil is $80 Brent.
Yeah, right.
And you're also seeing the Brent premium expand, which tends to be bullish. You're also seeing the crack spreads hang in there at the $20 level. And that's why shares like Valero went up to over $100 a share.
Really?
And the XLE is starting to
yeah, that poked its head up. Look at Valero. Look at that stock. Holy cow.
Valero, really. And that's all. Listen, when you look at crack spreads, which is the economics of refining a barrel of crude oil into like gasoline and distillate products, that is the real-time indicator for profitability of Valero and other refining companies. Yep. And the bottom line is here, those crack spreads have gone up actually more than crude oil. The products have outperformed, and that's a sign of the economic growth.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, it's looking good. Now, if you look at that, that's looking good. You look at natural gas, that thing is, it's like watching paint dry.
Yeah, you know, the number came out this morning, and
that was a bullish number.
Yeah, it was. It was. Stay right there, folks. Andy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We have the Dow Industrials up almost 400, 399. S&P's up 33, NASDAQ up 94. Coming right back.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.
Would you like exposure to the foreign currency markets without any downside risk to your principal? Then consider the Petro Currencies Market Safe CD from Everbank. This 3-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD leverages the performance of 4 equally weighted currencies from these top oil-producing countries: Brazil, Canada, Mexico, and Russia. This CD features a 200% leverage factor, which means that your potential upside payment will be double the currency's average performance at maturity with no cap if the currencies increase in value over the CD's term. And if the returns are negative, your principal's 100% protected. Returns are based on CD performance with no correlation to the price of oil, and there is no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this index CD. The April 19th funding deadline will be here before you know it. So call 1-855-750-4051 or visit everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a division of TIAA FSB, member FDIC.
You don't buy into that nonsense, do you? You know you can't time the markets. I didn't. And in 2006, I set out on a mission to do just that. I began by surrounding myself with the greats like Tom O'Brien, Larry Pesavento, David White, and Basil Chapman. I read countless books and even looked to the moon and planets for answers. Now, we both know that trading is 80% mental. So I learned the exact tools that Tony Robbins uses to overcome fear. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability. And last March, the folks at Timers Digest began tracking my newsletter signals, which through January 18, 2018, placed me as the #1 gold timer for that exact time frame. Now, I can't officially be recognized until Timers Digest has a full year of signals, but clearly I've learned how to time the markets, and I'd like to teach you how to do that as well. Subscribers to Mastering Probability gain access to my live and archive workshops where I show you the exact same patterns that earned me this #1 ranking. If you're looking for great market calls and an education, sign up for Mastering Probability today at TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Talk with our man, Mr. Andy Heck. We're talking markets, we're talking commodities, and don't forget, folks, every Tuesday, Thursday, right here, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. Just go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. Now, always remember that you just go to YouTube also. At YouTube, the search bar, just put TFNN. it comes up. You can hit live. You can subscribe. If you subscribe, do it on your phone. Bottom line is that we go live each and every day, and we're live most of the time from 9 o'clock in the morning to 5 at night, and on Tuesdays, Thursdays from 7 in the morning to 6 at night. Bottom line, pops right up in your phone. You can watch it or not watch it. So, silver market, well, where do you want to go?
Oh, anywhere you want. Silver, we could talk silver. Silver's another one. It's like natural gas. It's like watching paint dry. Up and down and nowhere fast. $16, $17 range, right?
Yeah, the problem is it can't catch a bid, right? Right.
Well, yeah, but you know as well. You've been in this market for longer than I have, and you know as well as I do. Is you close your eyes and all of a sudden you say, silver's going nowhere, it's dead, and boom, it's $4 higher. So or $4 lower. It's a crazy, crazy market. The bottom line for silver, some of these digital currencies are catching a bid today again.
Oh, that's big. Yeah, let's go over there.
Great. Yeah, let's go there. That's always interesting.
Bitcoin today, folks, up $850. Yeah. And you got action at the CBOE as well as the CME. We did 4,600 contracts thus far at the CME, so that's 20,000 coins.
Building some base there.
And the CBO did 7,000. So that.
Listen, the other thing is, I always look at all of these digitals.
Yes.
Ethereum. Well, I can't even list them all. There's 1,567 as of today.
Wow.
But a lot of them are posting double-digit gains today on a percentage basis.
No, I'm with you. No, listen, Ripple's. I got Ripple's up 16%, Ethereum's up 10.5%, and Bitcoin Cash is up 12%. Yeah.
I mean, it's a big numbers.
Litecoin is up 7%. What's wrong with Litecoin? Poor Litecoin's only up 7%.
7% in a day. I mean,
I know, man.
Gold, or put that on one of the other markets we look at. It's like, whoa.
Seriously,
what's going
man.
on? This is like,
Riding cowboy, right?
Yeah, it's crazy, crazy. Yeah, but also, hey, Bitcoin 8,000. Everyone's excited. Hey, it was 19,000 in December.
We know how this can go, and this is going to be really intriguing, folks. If that baby laid down there, and what did happen, I think we were talking about this on Tuesday, Andy, right? That no one's talking about it, right? You know what I mean? That the news, this has been laying down here for quite some. Well, it's been laying down here with basically no volume and no price spread. Yesterday, folks, the price spread in Bitcoin was $180. That's it.
That's a bit off a spread in this thing.
Yeah.
Right. So it's taking a rest. It's consolidating. It's a wild ride. I mean, you can't really do any fundamental analysis on it. You can do technical analysis on it. You do fundamental analysis. It should be zero, in my opinion.
Well, I guess I was saying to Tommy, the reality. I mean, it seems like when you read, it costs them $8,000 on average now to.
Right, for the electricity.
To make a Bitcoin.
Computer power.
So if you believe that, which, that's hard to comprehend. You're reading, it's like, okay, well, does it really? I mean, Yeah,
but, there's different, that's very tough because you got different prices for electricity in different areas.
Exactly.
You have different prices for computer power based on how much of a computer consumer you are. Yeah. It's I think it's very hard to do fundamental analysis.
No, I agree because what happens is that when you get hydropower, which a lot of these companies are using hydropower, that's the most efficient. Well, guess what? Bottom line is that you do all right. You know what they just did in Florida? There was one that's using hydropower, and they didn't kick them out of town, but they just made a law that no more new ones are going to be coming in town.
Really?
Yeah, they put a.
I would imagine that there's some people.
They're going to have to because they're using all their water. They would, the water was getting. Yeah, the water was getting toasted, man. So.
Yeah. By the way, here in Nevada, I would imagine in the summer months you use solar power, you can really lower your prices.
Yeah, that would make sense, man.
I mean, it's like
you get an oven out there.
Listen, volatility is wild. But volatility is up across all asset classes.
Yes.
What are we seeing? We're seeing 400-point swings in the Dow on a daily basis. It's like a 400-point day in the Dow used to be like earth-shattering. Now it's like, it's commonplace.
Oh, yeah. No, and 10 points up or down on the S&P is just as folks, what is amazing, we're talking, when I say, fast, 10 points in the S&P can be done and has been done in the last week, in the matter of basically 5 to 7 seconds.
Right.
Yeah.
By the way, the other thing is, if we apply this volatility to the gold market is so non-volatile these days.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So what do we have today? We have a $20 range in gold, okay?
Yeah.
But, if we turn the clock back 2 decades, the price $300,
Yep.
$400, that's like a $5 range in gold.
No, I'm with you. Right.
And gold is really non-volatile. But I'm going to tell you, eventually, we're going to see $100 days in gold.
Yeah.
I am convinced of that.
Listen,
and
you can
they're not going to be on the downside, Tom.
No, you can look at. Listen, if you look at the GDX, the XAU, HUI, they all went topside with volume.
Yes.
And they're not backing down today, folks. So we have gold down $20, and the GDX is off 23 cents. It's like
they're playing catch up.
Yeah.
And they could be leading. Listen, the geopolitical state that's driving oil up is highly, highly supportive of gold.
Yeah.
It is highly supportive of gold. And so gold's down $20 today. It's following the dollar. But once it gets, and the dollar, it's following the dollar, but the dollar is, where's the dollar? 89.5 on the dollar index? That's no earth-shattering level. This thing can't sustain a rally above 90.
And, even today, Andy, which is pretty cool, we were backing into the 28th on the dollar. And 28th, that's when the dollar had strength. And by every right, folks, the dollar should get up and be able to take out that swing point easy. And it failed again on the 6th of April. And today, guess what? It's failing just 89,665, man. I mean, so tomorrow is going to be a big number because we get the banks coming out in the morning. J.P. Morgan kicks off earnings.
Going to be great, I'm sure.
Yeah, and we'll be able to find out, though, also, right, not though, also, are they making money on the spread? Are these interest rates helping them or not? And if the interest rates aren't helping them and they're not making money like the amount of money that the market is looking for, that's going to be a big heads up, man.
Yeah, I do think that the bank earnings will be good.
They should be.
They should be great. And also, trading revenues are going to be good. Remember, not only is the interest rate differentials big, and the Fed fund rate, that's big for the banks, but also less regulations, less pressure on regulations mean bigger trading profits, and they can get more into that.
No, it should. They're just kind of opening that up.
Yep.
Right here, folks. Hour and 20 minutes. I'm Mr. Andy Hicks, going to get you a great show. Andy, thanks so much. We look forward to the show at 5 o'clock.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 373. Nasdaq is up 92. S&Ps are up 31. Let's go over and take a look at Amazon. So Amazon right now, folks, there she is. Amazon's trading at a price point of $14.50. You get light volume up here. You're up $23. What is intriguing out here, of course, is Amazon. Bottom line is going to be picking out a headquarters, and I just want to walk you through this because this is pretty cool. You know, when we're talking about speculation, which we all do each and every day. Third Avenue. So Third Avenue is a large hedge fund. They run about $2 billion. Well, they're basically betting that Amazon is going to go into Washington, D.C. So there's 20 cities that are shortlisted, by Amazon. And so what they are doing is that they are going in and they're buying GBG properties. And with GBG properties, trades under the symbol it trades under the symbol JBGS. Now, this is a spin-off from Vornado Realty Trust, which last summer they spun it off. And this is one of these properties, okay? So what they're figuring is that if Amazon does, bottom line, pick Washington, D.C., guess what? They have a lot of commercial properties there. They have a lot of land positions there, and they're figuring that, okay, this thing is going to fly. So let's see. So this company right now is trading at $34. It's saying here the Third Avenue predicts the shares will be worth more than $40 a piece if Amazon does pick Arlington's Crystal City neighborhood, where JBG has significant holdings, according to a person familiar with Third Avenue's thinking. The fund isn't waiting around to find out. It has arranged to buy the shares directly, I believe, off of them for $30, $50 to $31, and is willing to do so even if Amazon doesn't select the D.C. region, according to a letter sent to investors earlier this year. So this is something that they've actually already got their head wrapped around. Let's go take a look at this REIT. So the REIT's trading $34.10. It's a new issue. When I say new issue, I believe this was spun off, no doubt. Hey, we'll see where that checks out. The thing that's pretty intriguing about that, no doubt, is the aspect of will Amazon go there number one, and how that is shaking out for a trade. I like the trade. Because what you do have, the thing that's amazing. So picture this: Washington D.C. is wicked expensive. There's no doubt about that. But guess what? You're near all these universities. You're at Washington D.C. Bezos has the Washington Post, right? The whole thing kind of makes sense. And we'll see just how it shakes out. You can get to a lot of places very quickly. But big numbers, man. Big numbers. Let's go take a look at the XAU and the HUI. So gold, as Andy and I were just talking, bottom line, this consolidation has been going on for a long period of time. What I love about the consolidation is this. I love the fact that you've been pushing into swing points and you have real volume into swing points. That's a big number. That is much more buying pressure than selling. The second part, which is absolutely huge, has to do with the aspect of how the XAU, the HUI, and the GDX traded yesterday. They traded just like you'd love them traded if you want higher price. If we take a look at the XAU hadn't done this many shares in a long period of time, blew away every swing point. We did a volume out here of 44 million shares, taking out 33 million. That's saying the XAU still wants to go up to the high volume spike on the 14th of February, which is $86.01. So there's the first one, right? Second one, we take a look at this. The second one, if we take a look at this, what you're going to see is we'll take a look at the Gold Bugs Index. This Gold Bugs Index out here, HUI. Gold Bugs Index trading 180.53. This baby, monster volume also, 36 million shares, blew away 25 million. That's saying Gold Bugs wants to go up to 190 also, and right now you're at 180. So pretty cool. Let's go to Jane in Orlando. Hey, Jane, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are you this afternoon?
I'm doing great. Yourself?
Fine, thank you. Thanks for taking my call.
Thank you for calling.
I wanted to ask you about At Home, which is HOME. When do you think there might be a buy point or an entry?
At Home Group. Let's see. They own and operate home decor stores, furniture, wall decor. Okay, let's take a look. So the low for the year is $14. The high is $35. Well, evidently they've been doing pretty good, huh?
Right.
Yeah, look at this. Okay, so back this down. Oh, interesting. Yeah, you almost got an ABC up here. Wow, okay, so 20, 34, 14, gives you 40. It hit 35. What I would do is this: you gotta sit here and wait.
Okay.
It's a good setup. This is a good setup. I mean, that was a big day, the 23rd. That went forward with some good juice. I mean, if this thing backs down, into the beginning of that day, like 29, with dramatically lighter volume, that'd be a nice setup.
Okay.
That'd be nice. Let's see when they come out with their numbers. Oh, so they must have just come out, June 6th. Okay. June 6th. So do we have these stores around here too?
We have one near us.
Do you? Okay. Okay. Yeah, they're doing right now 950 million. Yeah.
Yeah. Their corporate looks like they're out of Plano, Texas.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And is it like, are they smaller stores? What do they look like?
They look like warehouses inside. The one closest to us took over a defunct Target. Store. Okay, cool. Okay, I see. Yeah, well, there's a retailer that's not doing bad, which is a huge accomplishment in itself, right? Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
No doubt.
All right. Thank you, Tom.
Okay, you have a great one. Have a safe one.
You too. All right. Bye-bye.
Let's go take a look at the S&Ps as we're get 25 minutes before the futures close. You get all of 11 minutes before the market close. And it's just amazing, these future traders, man. Someone just jammed the futures, folks, from 2674 to 2664. 10 points. Remember, we were just saying that you can move 10 points in the S&P is literally 4 seconds. Well, we just did it. And the volume here is extraordinary. The volume they just threw into this 10-minute bar is 38,000 contracts. Now, what that does, that actually puts in game first 2665. If we get into 2665, even with 10 minutes left, that does put the bottom of that game, which is 26.56 in play. So it's going to be wild watching this thing shake out. But let me tell you something, man. That type of here. So picture this for a second too, because the volume bar before that had 17,000 contracts in the S&P. Next volume bar, 39,000. You're talking about going downtown. So at this particular point, the bottom line is that whoever bulls and bears fighting out here, that sell, big numbers on that sell. We'll find out coming into the close is that they try to sell more or exactly they try to jam this thing down to buy. Dow Industrials up 331, NASDAQ up 78, S&P's up 26. Coming right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow up 321, NASDAQ up 74, S&P's up 25. We take a look at the volume characteristic out here, folks. It is light extraordinaire. So right now, inside the NYSE, you're at 457. Bottom line, they'll throw 300 probably into it at the close. That's still going to get you at like 700 on the NYSE. If we go take a look at the composite, we're at 1.7. So the composite's actually going to not be bad. Composite, you'll probably do about 2.2, 2.3. Now, that's still weak volume, but it's certainly not as weak as we had yesterday. The composite right now is trading at 71.44, and anything over 71.20 does say that, guess what? You know, the next swing point up there would be 72.55, which is, you know, quite away from where we are. NDX 100, we take a look at the NDX 100 now. This is basically higher, and volume is dying on the vine in a huge way. But price-wise, it's staying over the high of yesterday, which is 161.73. 162 rather. We're at 162.18. We have done 27 million shares. Now, yesterday we failed on price and volume at 45 million. You're going into 80 million. So this is, you know, anemic beyond belief. There's no buyers up here. Bottom line, people walk into the store, product is priced up and they're buying it. That doesn't end well, folks. You know, coming into Friday, it's going to be pretty cool tomorrow. Why? Because we've had the volatility out here. We have the bank coming out with numbers in the morning, and we'll see where that shakes out. King dollar right now is only up 200 ticks. King dollar can't handle higher price. So inside the metals market, inside the dollar, there's going to be a lot of action. The real kicker is going to be inside these bonds, because what we do have inside the 10 and the 30 here, you know, they came back. They got some price on the way back, and the volume's not bad, 1.1 million. That's saying these bonds are going to basically try to test their strength from the 22nd of March, which is a lot lower than we are right now. Stay right there, folks, and we'll be coming back with some numbers after the close. We have the Dow Industrials up 331 points. NASDAQ is up 78. S&Ps are up 26. We'll come right back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Oh, look who we have. It's a beautiful thing. Got our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to take it by storm.
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday. Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay. And
it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But holy, I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. April 12th, folks. Let's make it a great week. Don't take anything personally. Your truth is personal to you. Your own opinions and point of view reflect your own agreements, and I personally do. It's no one's truth but yours. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 293, NASDAQ up 71, S&P's up 22. Dow Industrials up 1.2%. You get the NASDAQ up 1. S&P's up 0.9%. Gold contract down $22, trading at $13.38. Now, we're coming into the weekend, coming into Friday, folks. Bottom line, gold, what does gold do? Gold has two different aspects here between the last 24 hours. We go topside yesterday, monster volume. Gold goes to a price point of $13.69. We do 492,000 contracts. You back down today with 374, and you're going into 379. Oh my God, look at this. No, you're going into 374 too. This is pretty cool. So you back down with 374. You're going into 374. Now, what that is this. You do have an expansion of volume. As you're going into it, though, you're going into the basically buyers at that 1339. And we go to the 1336, you're at 1338. If we go take a look at the GDX, if we look at the XL, the XAU, the HUI, all of those folks went higher with volume yesterday, back down today with dramatically lighter volume. If we take a look at the GDX, what you're going to see is this. GDX took out its swing points yesterday, stayed above its swing points. We're talking about 22.51. We got to price point yesterday of 23. We closed at 22.75. You did volume of 73 million shares, taking out your swing of 44 million, and let's use the day before, which is 75 million. Still took it out. Well, 73, it was close, 73 to 74. Back down today, anemic volume. We're backing down today with 33 million. That's saying it still wants February 14th high, which is 23.15. If we go take a look at one of the first equities that got up into that area, which is Gold Corp, bottom line, it's not only into it, it's over it, and it has juice over it. Gold Corp trading $14.25. That high that we're talking about is $13.80. It blew it away. You had volume of 10 million shares out there. You're going into 13. Well, you're going into 13, so it didn't actually, it was shot volume, actually. Bottom line is that you're away from it. And what you have with Gold Corp has a high volume high, January 16th, $15.55. The reason I'm bringing this up, folks, is that when you have divergence, which we do in the gold market in a big way, and what the divergence would be is this, is that you went topside yesterday, you had price, you had volume. Coming into the close, it gave it up by $9. You never like to see that. That's the bottom line. If you're going to go, you want to go, and then you want to get away from the swing points that you're actually taking out. And in gold's case yesterday, it got up there, it didn't get away from them and back down. That being said, what we did out here today, you backed down, you had lighter volume in the back down, good setup. Notes and bonds. Now, these are going to get dicey out here. So, fundamentally, it makes sense that, guess what? The Fed say they're going to go up on rates, all of the above. Guess what? That being said, what we have had since the lows that were established out here on February 15th is that you've had higher price. We've had volume coming in as we're breaking swings to the upside. What we did out here today is this. Notes and bonds came back into the strength from March 22nd. The high of March 22nd is 120.28. The low is 120.13. This is inside the 10-year. Well, we're laying out here. Actually, no, the low is, oh, this is cool. The low is actually 120.03. So that's pretty good. That's a lot better setup. We got to 120.14. You're coming into, oh, I see, there's two different areas. Yeah, there's two different areas. This is coming into big strength. This is big strength. You're actually coming into 1.8 million contracts as well as 2.4 million contracts. Yeah, you're going to need a lot more volume to break down this bond market. The 10-year yield right now, we are yielding at 2.836, which is a big number. King Dollar. What do we have with King Dollar? King Dollar, folks, trading at a price point of up 217 ticks. 23,000 contracts. What King Dollar has done out here is you had an expansion of volume in King Dollar. Bottom line, we got up to 89,675. Couldn't handle price again out here, which is pretty amazing. It got over the high of Tuesday, closed underneath it, you know, we'll see how this shakes out coming into a Friday, because what I do expect we're going to have, let's go to J.P. Morgan right away. So J.P. Morgan, folks, is going to kick off the earnings numbers. That's going to be for the banks tomorrow morning. That's at 0700. And that's going to be a big number to see, okay, these banks are going to get up and over and into their highs. The way that the J.P. Morgan's trading today, you get 16 million shares. You're going into 22 million. That's not enough. You got to a price point of 114.39. You closed at 113.37. That actually would be a failure on price, failure on volume as you came into where J.P. Morgan gapped away. So this is going to be really intriguing, because what we should have is that there's no reason that banks are not making money hand over fist. Okay, the economy's going well. The volatility's high in the marketplace. You get lots of trading going on. Investment banking is big. Regulations are going down. You know, when you look at it straight across the board, it should be fine. Guess what? That's what the amount of information that we're going to get tomorrow is going to be really cool. Some of the higher volume stocks that we have out here today inside this marketplace, you had GE up 21 cents, you had Micron Tech up 2.11, Bed Bath & Beyond. Oh, this is all over for Bed Bath & Beyond, folks. Monster ABC structure on the way down. Come out with their numbers last night. Down $4.27, blew away a B point with volume. This is a disaster inside Bed Bath & Beyond. Another retailer down the tubes. It's blown away at swing point out here of $19. That's heading down to $16. You blow away $16, and now you're talking about single digits, folks. Stay right there. Going to be coming back with some numbers. Dow Industrials closed up 293. NASDAQ up 71. S&P's up 23. Coming right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow finished up 293, Nasdaq up 71, S&P's up 23. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, as we do each and every Thursday at 20 past the second hour. Now, don't forget, folks, Basil's got an outstanding program right here. Every trading day, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time, right here at TFNN. Just go to TFNN, hit Tiger TV, and of course, he's got a great newsletter, The Opening Call. Now, the way you get The Opening Call, come to TFNN, newsletters, trading newsletters, 30-day money-back guaranteed. Check it out. Basil Chapman, what's going on?
Tom, 12 to 1 p.m. daily.
Sorry, man. I knew that, too. I knew it. I wasn't going to say it again. Thank you. So, Tiger TV, folks, 12 to 1 every trading day.
In fact, tomorrow's going to be an important one because on Fridays we do more of the Chapman Wave methodology. So people come in with some of their technical questions. But I've had a number of questions that pertain exactly to the chart patterns we've been looking at for a little while. I'll talk about some of them right now.
Cool.
So we'll be covering that tomorrow. And we're looking at the Dow, and you'll see above you a little gray. This is the left side is the daily chart, in the middle is the weekly chart, on the right is the monthly chart. Number of Chapman Wave techniques that I've spoken about over the years. So this lowercase h looks just like a lowercase h.
Yeah.
You've got the downward move, and then you get an arch formation. The big deal is if it tests the left side low and what it does on that left side. In the Dow, we went from the high of 26,616 on the 26th of January, plummeted 12% to the 23,360 level, made that arch formation, lowercase h. Remember, Tuesday, a week ago, I had a webinar based on the Chapman Wave methodology of looking to the fourth highest peak,
yes.
peak D. Anyway, so what we're looking at is the H pattern failed, and what it did, I mean, it curved around, and it came and it took out the left side low. It didn't close below that, which was very important, and it hit both the 200-period exponential moving average and the 200-period simple moving average, and it went to 23,344. So over the coming weeks, that 23,300 level is sacrosanct. If there is a close below it, other things are going to happen. But what's really important is that within the context of the Dow, this rally, you can see how long. I've been saying to my subscribers to my opening call, you've had only out of 31, I think today's the 32nd, the 32nd day of trading under the 9-period exponential moving average in the Dow. Today's only the 4th session that has closed over the 9-period moving average, and I think it's the 3rd session over the 20-period moving average. So this has been a real struggle, and even today with a really outstanding close, I mean, up 290, 300 points, that's pretty good. It couldn't take out the high of 24,622 that was made on the 5th, I think it was. Yep, on the 5th of April. So that's going to be very important. So far, the technicals are still quite good. I'm a little surprised that it doesn't have that momentum. So you can see a lot of fuss, a lot of noise for 3 weeks now until we get to 24,700, 25,000. This is just noise. Once we break into that level, now we can start looking at a rally that might go a little longer in time. But the lowercase h pattern in the weekly chart is really what we're focusing on. So I'll just give you a brief overview of what we're looking at in my Traders Corner. That's my daily newsletter. I send out charts based on what we're looking at. In fact, I'm already starting to work on tomorrow's. I'll just show you. This is what tomorrow's is starting to look like. I just started writing it. Shows the 120-minute chart in great detail of the Dow. Then I do the daily chart, and I do whatever positions we have or would like to get into in detailed analysis, because I have a lot of people who actually follow the Chapman Wave, so it's very important for them to know exactly why we're doing what we're doing. So my technique also allowed us to get, based on waiting for this leg D in the Chapman Wave in the QQQs, we were able to short less than $1 from the all-time high. We have the 3 times short SQQQ. I'm holding that position, at least for now. It's a fabulous gain, but I'm trying to hold it because I think that the Qs are going to do that lowercase h pattern and come and do some retesting of the 153 level in the QQQ itself. So we've gone from 175 down to 153. It's a big move. Even this counter trend rally it's good, but it's not good enough. So I'm expecting some testing over the couple of weeks. I think there's a little more upside. We'll see what the bank stocks do tomorrow. Now, what's really important is that, and I think it's going to be pretty important. There's a pattern that I talk about where I call the dreaded H, where that lowercase h can turn into a lowercase m, and that can continue and be very frustrating for people looking to buy or even to short. So we were lucky with Pulte Home Group. We shorted that. The all-time high was 35.21. We shorted it at 33.51 back in end of January, and it plummeted down to 27.84. And even now, it couldn't get out of its own way. See that H pattern from my CD introducing the Chapman Wave methodology? This is what I always talk about. The lowercase h can go to, let me just do this, to the lowercase m. And it's like a caterpillar. It just keeps going, walking along, and just going between a trading band. So it's going to be very important for Pulte Homes to hold 27 over the coming weeks. If it does have a good rally and is able to rally towards the 31.5, 32 level, that's the action you really want to see if you're still bullish on the home builders. I think they need a little bit more rest. And then we were very lucky because we bought the semiconductors 3 days ago, and they've had a fabulous move to the upside. They have broken to the upside. In my newsletter this morning, I said, the market looks like a racehorse just trying to get out of the gates, just to at least have a sprint after all this containment. And that's really what I'm looking at. So I'm calling this a counter trend rally in the semiconductors. We're also very lucky because we managed to get the XOL, which is the 3 times long. So that's like in 3 days, it's 10% gain. So we'll see how the XLF, the financials are affected tomorrow. If the financials pull back quite sharply, I suspect it will impact the Dow. But if they hold up, I think the Dow and the S&P and the Qs can rally a little longer, and the semiconductors. So that's kind of the
I think the market's really waiting to see what those banks, because the banks, should make money hand over fist. I mean, everything is, moving right along. And if they don't, then that's going to be a big heads up, I think, in the market period.
But Tom, you have a lot of experience in this, so let me ask you, don't you think there's been a lot of a decline in the number of mortgages being, just people signing up for mortgages over the last maybe 5-6 months?
I don't have that number, but the number this is an intriguing number, that the number of foreclosures has gone down from last year to this year. In the state of Florida, they're going down 44%. And Florida was one of the epic summers. So in that context, that's pretty cool.
That is good, yes.
This is a different ball game. But I'll get that number, the mortgage number. It's hard to tell. See, the 30-year has gone, if we go back 6 months, right? It's gone from a 3.95 on a 30-year to a 4.4. And that's a lot, folks. That's 0.5%. So that is a lot of bread. It's certainly not a 5, but I'm watching it like a hawk, there's no doubt, because it does make a difference inside the real estate market in general. Now, what's also going to make a big difference this year, you can see New York's already getting hit. Manhattan's getting hit.
Yes, it is. I'm seeing now that Manhattan prices are coming down, Yeah,
stay right there, Basil. Let's talk about this next segment, okay? Cool. Basil Chapman, Tom O'Brien, we do appreciate you growling and prowling with us. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials right now up 293, Nasdaq's up 71, S&P's up 23. Coming right back.
Would you like exposure to the foreign currency markets without any downside risk to your principal? Then consider the Petro Currencies Market Safe CD from Everbank. This 3-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD leverages the performance of 4 equally weighted currencies from these top oil-producing countries: Brazil, Canada, Mexico, and Russia. This CD features a 200% leverage factor, which means that your potential upside payment will be double the currency's average performance at maturity with no cap if the currencies increase in value over the CD's term. And if the returns are negative, your principal's 100% protected. Returns are based on CD performance with no correlation to the price of oil, and there is no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this index CD. The April 19th funding deadline will be here before you know it. So call 1-855-750-4051 or visit everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a division of TIAA FSB, member FDIC.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Think or Swim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now traded up, closed at 293. NASDAQ up 71. S&P's up 23. We're talking with our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. We're going to be talking a little real estate here, folks, because Basil is in the epicenter of not only real estate in the country. It's kind of intriguing here, Basil, because, you know, you were born in South Africa. We both grew up in Boston. And they came out, so picture this, folks, is that we always hear about San Francisco, of course, hear about Boston all the time. D.C. is expensive. You know, Palm Beach is expensive. They came out, man, with the, Bloomberg came out 2 days ago, Basil, right? So picture, folks, is that if you're living in a place that the real estate goes up dramatically, you need big jobs and you need wealth in order to live there, right? You should see how many zip codes in Boston came up, Basil, right? It actually blew my mind. Well, I knew Weston. I mean, Weston is number 9 in the whole country. But then Boston comes in number 12. As you go down here, I'll put this over this side because this is really intriguing, man. You know, right at the corner of your house comes in too. I love it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, it does. Yeah. Oh, look at that. I don't have. There it is. Let's see. Ultimate zip codes. Look at that. So the ultimate zip codes in the Northeast. You get Weston. You get Boston. You get Newton, where you live, right? You got Wellesley.
Well, goodness gracious. Well, I can believe it. You would not believe what the jump in prices just in the last year of the new houses that are being built on formerly pretty big lots. They took them down and they built even bigger.
Right.
The price, I can't believe it.
I know. Listen, it's hard to comprehend. You know what the amazing part in Boston is too, folks, is that, I mean, I'm familiar with Boston because, you know, I'm up there enough, is that if a real estate agent, you know, doesn't sell a house in Boston like in a couple of weeks, they know something's wrong and they change the price. That's really blew my mind. I'm saying to myself, I was talking to a few of them, and they says, no, when these things are priced right, it doesn't matter whether it's 1.2, 1,900,000, 1.4. Bottom line is that, guess what? They expect to sell it the first couple of weeks, man.
Well, listen to this. I was talking to a broker the other day, and he said he has never seen anything like this. What happens is they've taken off. You know how they used to have maybe a week before the show, they used to have a showing for the realtors?
Yes.
And you'd see all these cars lined up, and everybody would go in for 2 hours, walk around, and that was it. And then they would show the house. He said they now skip it, and that the people who are wanting to buy have to go in with their realtor, and both of them see the house for the first time as they walk in. And in fact, there's a clause, and it's written in, a bid must be made by 5 p.m. Monday.
Yeah.
That is, they go Saturday.
Yep.
They've got until Monday. This is a decision. You've just spoken about the prices of how the leap in prices of houses in the Boston area. These are people who have, maybe people have bought one house before, but majority are young people looking, they're moving up. They want to settle in, and they take, it's a lot of responsibility. And here they are having to make a decision. And not only that, they forego the inspection.
Yeah,
I cannot believe in old houses to forego an inspection. That is like asking for trouble.
That is heavy. And when Basil just brought up the inspection, folks, I can tell you, we sell a lot of houses. We've had a lot of houses. We've done them over. Always get an inspection. I can tell you, every time someone gets an inspection, it always costs me a couple grand. You're paying $500 for an inspection. But what happens is that these guys go through everything, okay? And there's just like I said, it's an old house. There's always something wrong.
Right.
So,
always something.
So most times, if you want the thing to go through, it's a negotiation, that's for sure. But I just told one of my buddies yesterday, he was saying to me, Basil, that, man, the guy wants $560. I says, get the inspection, man. If it's an old house, you're going to get your $560, as long as you haven't signed a contract saying that, there's nothing wrong with the house. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, and you know what? It's better on both sides, because things can change in a certain period. You don't want to come back years later and then have somebody have a lawsuit. Just who needs that?
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah. So actually, if I go back to the zip codes for a second, what was actually blowing my mind, Basil, was this: is that in the Boston area, folks, I could go through all but there were multiple zip codes. There was like 10 to 11 to 12 separate areas right around Boston. It's richer than the whole country. It's like, wow, man.
And this is in an area that you grew up in, and it was an area that was really working class.
Oh, totally.
Most of Boston, at a certain point, working class. It is. I really feel sorry for young people coming to move here, not knowing what to do, and then to travel 12 miles away just to come into work. It's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's great if you're selling a house, except for a lot of people in middle age, or people like us where our children have left and are not in the area. What do? Big deal. So you sell and you get a great price. You can't buy anything to match that. You're going to get less for more. Doesn't make sense.
The cool thing is you're hanging out in a great place. But you know what's interesting? You can see how when you have education folks and you have hospitals,
yes,
and research centers, which Boston has all three, and Boston's a very small place, really.
Hey, what about the sports?
Oh, and seriously, man, seriously. And
you know what is interesting? The Boston Symphony. There was an article how much the Boston Symphony, just alone, Boston Symphony gives in dollars. What people spend that has to do with coming to the Boston Symphony. Really big percentage. It is a big percentage of the city's income.
That's so cool. Yeah, it makes sense. It totally makes sense. Pretty wild.
Does.
Gotta love it. And then, of course, you're familiar with New York. Your son's still living in New York, right?
Yeah, boy, those prices. Actually, some of them, I'm getting emails now from realtors, and I see the price reduction.
Yes.
Still out of sight, but it's a price reduction. We haven't seen that in a long time. I remember in 2008, we were walking around, my wife said, gotta buy something, gotta buy something. And those prices, now what you could have got a 3-family for, it's one apartment.
Right.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
So, yeah, these things. I just wanted to mention, Tom, for my subscribers to my opening call that I had a stock today. I like to have lower price stocks as well as more expensive ones because people want different constraints. So we had a stock we bought today for $14 and it was up 2% today. I like that because it's in a reasonable range and it had a technical aspect that I discussed. It was like a lesson we had and it worked out. So I just wanted to mention that in my newsletter.
Nice.
Part of it is the explanation, going through the process, and if it works out, it's real nice.
That's a beautiful thing. Well, listen, we appreciate all the education each and every day. Look for the program tomorrow. And, hey, man, tomorrow's a big day, man. You get Friday, you get volatility, we get the banks coming out, you get the dollar that doesn't know what to do. We'll find out, man.
Well, dollar and gold are kind of stuck in a range. It looked like gold was doing well, but it was news-related yesterday. I want to see gold move higher with silver. When you get that parallel motion, I think you're going to get something stronger.
Yeah,
I might be wrong. But
go buy 8,000 contracts of silver tomorrow morning, will you?
Okay, right the first thing. And then you talk
Have
about
a great one, Basil. Thanks so much, man. Stay right there,
Bye.
folks. We'll come right back. We had the Dow Industrials finish up 293, NASDAQ up 71, S&P's up 23. We're coming right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
You don't buy into that nonsense, do you? You know you can't time the markets. I didn't. And in 2006, I set out on a mission to do just that. I began by surrounding myself with the greats like Tom O'Brien, Larry Pesavento, David White, and Basil Chapman. I read countless books and even looked to the moon and planets for answers. Now, we both know that trading is 80% mental, so I learned the exact tools that Tony Robbins uses to overcome fear. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability. And last March, the folks at Timers Digest began tracking my newsletter signals, which through January 18, 2018, placed me as the #1 gold timer for that exact time frame. Now, I can't officially be recognized until Timers Digest has a full year of signals, but clearly I've learned how to time the markets, and I'd like to teach you how to do that as well. Subscribers to Mastering Probability gain access to my live and archive workshops where I show you the exact same patterns that earn me this #1 ranking. If you're looking for great market calls and an education, sign up for Mastering Probability today at TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go take a look at that oil market. So, Oil yesterday breaks topside, has some juice behind the break too. Bottom line is that you got more buyers than sellers. This is quite a decisive break, folks. So oil has been in a consolidation since January 25th. First high that hit out here was January 25th. That was $66.02 in this contract. You're buck over it right now. Now, buck's not a lot, but the way this is set up, even today, it looks like, hey, guess what? This thing can break topside. All this has to do is get about another $1 away from where this consolidation is, which the top of the consolidation is $66.55. We came in with 963,000 contracts. That's a monster break. Now, watch this. This is where it gets scary for all of us when we start taking a look at summer driving. And what it is this. If I bring the oil contract back, what you're going to see is that 2014, that's when oil took the second dive down. We went from $107 to $28. We started out at $128 in June of 2017, and by January of 2016, we're $26. Yeah, amazing, right? Okay, so check it out. Because we came down so fast, you know, we came from the $107 July 1st, and by January, so you got, what, July, August, September, October, yeah, 7 months. 7 months later, you were at $43. So we consolidated from that point. Well, we broke the consolidation that we're talking about at this $62 first. We broke that consolidation in January. Now what we've done is that we've got over the consolidation we've been at in the last 4 months. What that sets up is the next highest swing point. You know, just picture all of these floors, just like an apartment house, right? You break one, you want to go to the next one on the way up. You break it on the way down, it goes to the next floor. Now, the next floor in oil happens to be $107. Now, that being said, we were in a consolidation going from October of 2010 until August of 2014. Now, the top of that consolidation is the 174, the 104, 107 rather. The bottom, and this is where we very well could go very quickly, is $75. That's the lows of 2011, as well as the low of August of 2012. That's going to be a big number, folks. That is, so if tomorrow we trade like $1.50 away from that 66.50, that would put game on. Now, let's go look at what is actually going to affect us. And what's going to affect us, of course, is the unleaded market. So, unleaded gas right now trading $2.05. That's wholesale. The high was established at $2.10. That was in January. Let me put this, XB1. I want to see if this is set up the same way. We've got so used to less expensive gas out here. But you can see they've been crawling up, and they've been crawling up pretty good. So we bring this back. We take a look at how this is set. Oh, same way, man. This is a problem. Yep. So same type of setup. We had gone, you know, from $3.15 in July, you know, down to a price point of 89 cents, which is amazing when you think back on that. This is what the differential is that there's a lot of flack. Well, it's still expensive. There's a lot of flack at $2.45. You have a swing point laying out there at $2.18. So if you launch the $2.18, that's going to be problematic. $2.18 is going to be problematic in a big way, because if we do launch $2.18 and you have volume behind the move, that does set up that you're going to be into a $3.15 area. So let's go take a look at the XLE. Now, the XLE hasn't been able to do a thing. You know, the XLE, and this is where there's divergence in this market. You had the XLE, as well as ExxonMobil, Chevron. They come off these highs in January. They haven't got back. They got a counter trend bounce going right now. But if we look at the XLE, what you're going to see is that we went up today, well, flat today, 14 million shares. Well, you're going into 34 million shares. It's going to need a lot more than this in order to get the higher price. Last 2 days weren't bad. You had volume Tuesday of 22 million, yesterday with 21 million. Today it died in the vine, folks. You got to a higher high, didn't hold price, and you had 14 million. That's a problem. Let's go take a look at ExxonMobil, because these were the leaders on the way down. Exxon, same problem. Exxon's down from 89, you're trading 77. Coming into way too much supply. You're coming into 36 million, you did 13. We go take a look at Chevron. Chevron, same setup. Chevron, basically flat market out here today. You're coming into 13 and did 6. So Chevron's a little bit better. It's going to be wild watching that whole thing shake out, because the way that the physical market is set up, the physical market, no doubt, is saying it wants to go to higher price. The XLE, ExxonMobil, Chevron still is not there. Let's go take a look at Schlumberger. Let's go take a look at some of the service stocks. So Schlumberger today trading $67.56. Yeah, same deal. Can't get out of its way. This is off a high of 80 bucks. You're pushing into the top of the consolidation, but you're dying on the vine again. Halliburton, let's see what we got with Halliburton. Halliburton, $50.21. Now, Halliburton looks a little bit better. It didn't come down as much either. So Halliburton came down from $57. You're at $50 right now. And Halliburton's building some cars. And, yeah, Halliburton's building some cars. Let me put this on a... Yeah, it's in a consolidation, I guess. So the engine, well, that would make sense, too. So check this out. I mean, Halliburton, you're talking about energy, engineering, construction services. Of course, what we are going to see is that the aspect of ramping up with high oil prices is big. Our man, Mr. Andy Hecht, he was talking about Valero. Now, Valero, bottom line is that is a monster, well, one of the biggest refiners out here. And Valero right now is trading at $100.53. And I believe this is all-time highs. This is where there's a disconnect between, and Andy talks about this a lot. It's all about what is the crack and what can the refiners make. And evidently, even with oil, bottom line, not at all-time highs, Valero's making a lot more money. You know, Valero has gone from, in July of 2016, $46 and has doubled in price. There's no juice up here. So it certainly could take a big hit. Let's go see number-wise with Valero. They come out with the numbers on the 26th of April. They're doing around the same numbers. Well, yeah, $98 billion. So they do $2 billion a week, folks. Imagine that, $2 billion a week. $66 billion of that has happened to be in the U.S. They're big in Britain. They do 11.6 in Britain. They do $7 billion in Canada. And they do they do $8 billion in the rest of the world. Stay right there, folks. You can come right back. And, of course, don't forget our man, Mr. Andy Hecht, is going to be coming up with you at 5 o'clock. And if you are driving in your car, listen to us in your car, remember, you can go right to YouTube. At YouTube, pull up TFNN, subscribe. It's free. All the programs come up. Put it right on your cell phone, folks. When you want to listen, you can listen. If you don't want to listen, it's a beautiful thing. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver-producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet, while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. So tomorrow morning, JP Morgan going to kick it off at 7 o'clock in the morning. JP Morgan out here, bottom line, folks, got into its gap and failed. So this is going to be intriguing watching this out. It's always great when we know that they're coming out with the numbers. And the gap that I'm talking about, this is where JP Morgan had gapped out, well, the market had gapped down too, between the 21st and 22nd of March. It got over that price point today. We went to $114.39. We closed at $113.37. It had to close over $113.60. It didn't. You had volume of 16 million versus 22. That's a failure on price, failure on volume. And the cool thing is here, we're going to know 7 o'clock in the morning how they're going to be basically, is that going to fulfill itself? Or bottom line is that they're going to come out with some numbers. And the real kicker is going to be, do they come out with good numbers and then the market still pushes them down? Do they come out with good numbers and the thing takes off? What JP Morgan does have, as do all the banking stocks that haven't got tested yet, is that high volume low. That high volume low is a vicious number out there, 103 inside JP Morgan. We had got down to 106 on the 2nd of April. We did that with 18 million shares. The high volume low has 30 million. Today you're up in 16. You're going into 22. You're going into 30. The way this is set up, no matter what they say, is that that's saying that it's going to have lower price. Numbers-wise on JP Morgan, they are monsters. They are also taking in $2 billion a week. Right now they're running out at $27 billion a quarter. That's what they're looking at. Consumer and community banking takes in $46 million. Investment banking takes in $34 million. Asset management, $12 billion, and commercial banking, $8 billion. Pretty wild. Stay right there, folks. Get our man, Mr. Andy Heck, coming up next, growling a problem with you. And always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it, step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Everything you need is right inside you. Go have a blast with it, folks. It's a beautiful thing. Tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. Look forward to speaking to you. Wow! Go get them, folks.
platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.